So most businesses think they have a sales problem or they have a marketing problem. Or they're going to tell you, honestly, both of those could be better, sales and marketing. And for a lot of our businesses, yeah, it could be better. Sales could always be better and marketing can be better. But they're neglecting the most important part of every business, which is the operational side. Why do I say this? Operations is actually the most important. It's number one. And if you're not excelling at what you do, that service you provide, then you need to go back to step one. I'm not saying stop with sales and stop with marketing, but that's not your problem. This could be something that's an app company, or it could be somebody that's providing pressure washing on homes or cars, or somebody that's doing roofing work. Does not matter. It's just a service job. So let's understand why that is so important, to actually be able to start to shine the light on the operation side rather than just being so focused on just sales and marketing. Once you have a well-oiled and efficient operations team, then what's going to happen is they're going to start to give the message to your marketing team. But until you have happy and satisfied customers and you have a process of actually putting them through that process to where they're getting your service, as soon as the service is completed, they're able to say, yeah, I was completely satisfied. Enterprise Rent-A-Car done this when I was younger and I worked with them, and that was a phenomenal way of learning how a proper business that makes millions, tens of millions of dollars, that's how they do it. They've learned the system is communicating with our customers, but we're failing to do that. And then again, I'm gonna go back to the example of a SaaS company. No communication, say, Justin, we're gonna use AI bots and it's just everything just automated. That's only gonna get you so far. And then what's gonna start to happen is you're gonna be like, hey, we need more of a focus on sales, we need more of a focus on marketing. And that's the problem with most businesses, is they're forgetting that this is a huge communication part. The sales job is actually qualifying to make sure that they're a good customer. And then that agreement is to make sure that, yep, we can take care of this, we could do this, we could do this. So there's an agreement between both parties, between myself and my customer, that I can do that job. No matter whatever the industry, that's what it is. And then after that agreement, did we meet on our objectives? Did we do what we were supposed to do? And then you're going to do a phone call. That's the way I like to do it. I know a lot of your SaaS companies or your really technical companies, they try to be just as tech oriented as possible. So they're going to send you a survey. And what I would look at is, how often is that survey getting filled out? You service 100 people, you have 100 customers. Out of the 100, how many are actually filling out that survey? That is very, very important. So today, operationally, look at what you're doing. How can you today be able to start to analyze all the things that's happening in your business? You got to have some kind of way of doing that. And the way I would suggest doing that is actually having a calling team. It could be one person, or it could be many people, that give your customers a call back, making sure that each phase of it was exactly like they wanted. When they called and made the appointment, was that an easy way? Is there a better way of doing it? When they came into your office, or when a technician arrived at their house, how was that process? How was the interaction? The work that was actually done, the work that was actually completed, did it meet their standard? Did we oversell it, or was it exactly what they wanted? And then the last, if they're thinking about referring a friend or coming back, is that something that they would do? Would they become a returning customer? So again, it's having it all broken up in phases. But if you're not doing that, then how do you know that you're excelling operationally? And a lot of us don't know that. We just think that we have the best things at sliced bread. We think that we're the best of the best. That's what we continue to tell ourselves. But the reality is, our competitors, or the big ones in our industry, they've gotten this figured out. That communication is what's key. And if they don't have it figured out and they're not doing it, I would try it. I would try this thing called communication if I were you. And I would try to really understand, number one, on the sales side, who you should be bringing on, qualifying those people, so that when that agreement's handed off of what we need to do and what we need to provide on the operations side, then there's that phone call that happens afterwards that says, hey, you know what? That was an amazing service. I really, truly love working with that person, or really, truly love working with that company. If that's not being done, then again, you're never going to be to a high level of excellence on the operations side. So number one is operations. Number two is actually making sure that the message gets sent over to my marketing department. We're building the stories of how we're helping out people in our community or all over the U.S. What are their problems? What are their concerns? What are their goals? What are their desires? How are we making sure that we're meeting those needs? What was the before picture, like I like to say, the after photo, or the case study? When they came to us, here's what they were dealing with. Can we get a video with them? Like again, how can we show that people are coming to us with these types of problems? Because what's going to happen naturally is we're going to start to attract the type of customer that we want to have. But unless that message is sent from operations to the marketing team, you're not going to have that. It's not going to be done. And now comes the easiest part that everybody thinks is the hardest part. Sales. Sales is not the hardest part. But once somebody's been in business for several years, starts analyzing your business, they're going to be like, okay, I can see you have an operational problem. You don't have a sales problem. You have a problem also of telling your story. You know, where are your reviews? Where are your happy customers? Where is it being said by your customers, not you? Where is it being said by your customers that you're the best in class here, there, you've done all these types of things? I see it on your website. I see your salespeople are saying, yeah, we're the best in the industry, we're number one at this, or hey, we have this. But really, where are your customers saying that? Where's your story at? So step one, make sure that your operations is excelling. If it's not today, then stop and try to find out, okay, what have we got to do operationally to make certain that our customers are completely satisfied? That's step one. Step two, make sure that that message goes to your marketing team, so that you're not just mass marketing, sending out emails to God knows who else. Like, who's going to take this? That's just called spray and pray, right? We've heard that. You're just sending out a message to everybody. That's poor marketing. That's not even marketing. Anybody can do that. Anybody can just blast out a bunch of emails and get it done. What takes an expert is actually somebody that says, hey, we have an understanding of what we can do internally and what we cannot do. Now our operations team is feeding that information to our marketing team. Now our marketing team is fueled with some great information of who our customers are, their problems, their concerns, their desires, their goals. We know exactly what it takes to bring them from this point to this point. And once you do that, what's going to happen is automatically, number one, you're going to start to have referring people, referring you business, which is what a lot of us want. And then also you're going to start to have higher closing ratios. It's not your sales problem. It's not the sales team. It's not that they're not properly trained, or that we're sourcing the wrong types of candidates, or whatever it might be that you're blaming it on. Again, it's just that we're not providing our marketing and sales with the story, which is the story that we are operating at a high efficiency. So that is how you close more deals. That's how you close more deals. That's how you bring on more leads. Is number one, you have to be focused on how you're being the best at your industry in operations. Take care.